Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Maria, aka Berry Budgets. I'm a 33-year-old recently married woman living in the New York, New Jersey area. My husband and I are on our journey to become debt-free from mounds and mounds of student loan debt, and hopefully sometime soon buy our first home together. If that sounds interesting to you and, you'd like to follow us along for our journey, consider hitting that subscribe button. We would really love to have you and hear about how things are going with you. Let's keep each other motivated and accountable. Today, we are going to be going over our paycheck budget. This is a bit of a unique week because we both got paid at the same time. So it's going to be a large paycheck. And for those of you who don't know our situation, my father recently passed away earlier this year, and we left our apartment in New Jersey to come live with my mom for a little while. So we're living here, and she's been gracious enough to not have us pay rent, and instead we just pay for things like groceries and electricity and things like that. So when you look at these numbers, we're going to be very generous with kind of how we distribute the money about, as opposed to, having a house payment, for example. So that's kind of what our situation is right now. So these two paychecks are quite a lot. It'll be two paychecks as well as interest accrued from the money that I have in our savings account. So our savings account is a high yield savings account, and we get a pretty decent amount of money actually out of the interest from that. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So we can go ahead and get started. We both got paid this week. So he got paid on the 23rd. Yeah, he got paid on the 23rd. So I'll just put 23 and 24 up here. I'll check off September, and I got paid the day after. So I'm going to just put paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 here. And we have, once we get to the further down in the budget sheet, I can talk about it a little bit more, but we've kind of changed our, that's actually supposed to be a 7, not a 4. We've changed the way that we are going to be allocating our money after we did some math. So the last video that I posted was a, what's it called again? Oh, a debt confession video. And after looking at all of the numbers, we sat down together and kind of evaluated where we were putting our priorities, which was initially into a house down payment. So anyway, I'll talk about it once we get into the extra debt portion, if I remember. So paycheck 1 is $3,179.23. So paycheck 1. And then the second paycheck for the week is $2,569.47. Then the interest from our high yield savings account is $550.87. Okay, I'll move this over here, and we can see what the total for that is. 3179.23 plus 2569.47 plus the 550.87 gives us a whopping beautiful number of $6,299.57. Okay, so now the bills portion, which okay, here we go. So my husband decided he wanted to try Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so that's what this first thing is. He gets billed for that monthly, and he can go, I think, up to 3 times a week, and that is $225 a month. For me to edit the videos, I have Adobe, because the other free program that I was using for some reason does not like the videos from my phone. It cannot like even view them. It's crazy. So I had to buy Adobe, and that's $34.49 a month. I'm trying to find something that is a free alternative. So if anybody has an idea, please let me know in the comments below, because I need help. I don't want to pay this $35 a month for this. It's $35. Next is Blink, which is the gym for my husband. It's $31.35 a month. And we are living in New York right now, so everything is a little bit expensive. Next is his student loan, which is the minimum payment for the month, $523. And then, like I mentioned, electric, which goes directly to my mother, $200. Notion, I'm still using Notion AI, which I've been enjoying. If I find another AI tool that I like, I might swap. But yeah, we'll see. So then we've got Spotify and Geico as the last two bills for this payment cycle. Okay, so Spotify is $12.78, and Geico is, this is for two of our cars, $236.23. Whenever you're in this area, and by this area I mean New York City, that number skyrockets. It's crazy how much more they charge you for living in this area. Let's add this up. Okay, 225 plus 34, oh, already messed up. 225 plus 49 plus 31, 35, 523. Oh my goodness, 225 plus 49 plus 31. My voice is breaking. Am I getting sick? 1278, 23623. 1,272 and 85 cents. Okay. So that goes here. I did change our budget sheet to kind of match a bit more what we were doing. We were putting a lot into sinking funds. And I removed a couple lines and things like that. So I edited this. So that's why it looks different from the last one. Okay, so now I want to do, what is it? 629957 minus the 127285. So that leaves us with $5,026.72. Okay, now let's move on to the envelopes. Since this is 2 paychecks, we're gonna have to budget it for the next 2 weeks. And we always start off with groceries. Groceries, we're gonna give $250 to that because it'll be for 2 weeks. Kuma, which is our dog, he's gonna get $60. We just completely depleted his envelope to get him food. And I don't know if it's just me or just the area we're living in, but dog food has really gone up, it feels like. I feel like it was not that expensive just a few years ago. Dine Out, we're going to put $200. I know it's a lot for Dine Out, but considering our situation, as well as how much we're going in and out of New Jersey now to try to find an apartment again, I'm okay with it. Miscellaneous is getting $60. We've basically just been using miscellaneous for doing laundry over here. My mother's laundry, washer and dryer is in the basement, and her basement's under construction, so we haven't been able to use it. And to do a load of laundry, to do one load in the washer is about $10. $10 for one load. And then to dry it, it's like another $6. It's I'm telling you, I really don't think they want people to live in the city. It's crazy. $60 for gas. Coffee's gonna get $40. Fun. $200. And then phone and hair each get $20. Cool. Okay, so let's add this up. Is 910. Sorry, by the way, if you hear birds in the back. They're my brother's. He left them here because his landlord doesn't allow birds. And they're very noisy. All right, that leaves us with $4,116.72. Cool. Okay, now the fun part, sinking funds. So we have a master spreadsheet. If it sounds like I'm kind of looking over to the side, it's because I'm looking at that master spreadsheet. You know what? Hold on. Let me go cover those birds. Okay. Now that's taken care of. If you cover birds, for those of you who've never had birds before, it kind of tricks them into thinking it's nighttime and they just stop making noise. So we are a family of bird lovers. My childhood parrot, I had her since I was like 9 or 10 years old. She passed away right after my husband and I got married, and it was like one of the most devastating things for me ever because she was kind of like almost like a child to me, and it was, oh my goodness, the love animals get, I swear. Okay, sinking funds. Amazon. So this is for anything that we buy on Amazon, you know, could be household things, etc. But we like to keep that kind of nicely funded. Next is beauty. Beauty gets $60. Birthdays, we have a lot of birthdays in the fall. Birthdays will get $60. Okay. Car maintenance. We just also depleted our car maintenance fund, so we have to get that back up. That will get $100. Christmas is going to get $60. I also have the amount of what is currently in these sinking funds, and I like even numbers, so if some of these seem kind of high, again, we got 2 paychecks, so I like to make it an even number. Okay, clothing will get $50. Date night. Our date nights have basically recently just been escape rooms. They're really fun, but they stress me out sometimes. Because you're timed. For those of you who don't know, home will get 100. For those of you who don't know, escape rooms are timed, and my husband likes to take things a little too leisurely sometimes. Like in other aspects of our life, I love it. I love that he's leisurely, but when I'm timed and something like that, I'm like, let's go, come on, you cannot walk from one side of the room to the other. You have to run. So anyway, it's our great date night. It's a great date night thing. If anybody has ever likes puzzles, and wants to do something new with their significant other, I think it's a great date night. Okay, so we each get an allowance, and we gave ourselves a bit more of an allowance this week. We're each getting $80. I'm probably going to start saving up mine to get him his birthday gift. James, if you're watching this, ignore that I just said that. Okay. Kuma's emergency fund. I'm giving him a big whopping 120 because I want to try to get that up. If I learned anything from the car maintenance fund, is that when something bad happens, it's a lot of money. So I want to try to, and it's gone. So I want to try to get his emergency fund up as quick as possible. Languages, I'm putting in 100. Again, for those of you who don't know, I love learning languages and it's one of my hobbies. So LASIK, my husband wants to get LASIK, that gets 20. Moving is going to get 200. We're going to be moving pretty soon. We found a place that we're applying for. It's somebody's, it's with a private landlord, so hopefully that works out. Tolls, that's going to get 100. Taxes, we do extra. I don't get paid anything from YouTube, probably very obviously, but the taxes is for the interest. The interest is not taxed, so I have to take out what I expect this amount to be taxed every month. So that's about 30%. So 557 times probably 0.3. Okay. So let's say 166. 166 for taxes. That way I'm not unprepared when tax season comes up. And copay. God forbid we need to go to the doctor. That also tends to be very expensive. Okay. I think that looks good. So let's go ahead and add all that up. So 50 plus 120 plus 100 plus 60 plus 50 plus 60 plus 100 plus 80 plus 80 plus 120 plus 100 . All right, $1,456. 1, 4, 5, 6. Oh, if only this was a 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus the remaining, which is 4116. Can you see that? You can't. I can see it from the angle that I'm at. 411672. So we have $2,660.72 remaining. Okay, now, kind of what I was talking about before, right? About us changing our spending goals. So what we decided to do after the debt confession video and talking about that together is basically we realized that we've been trying to put a lot of money into the down payment for our hopefully future home. But every time we've put in, over the summer, we put 3-4 offers in on homes and we were outbid by ridiculous amounts. The home sold for well over $100,000 over the asking price. And we just can't compete. And, they were also like all cash offers and no contingencies, no inspections, things like that. And as first time home buyers, it's very scary, and again, we just couldn't compete. So we thought, okay, let's amp up our down payment. That way we can compete better. And we talked about it, and we thought, with the amount of money that we've been saving over the past couple months and adding into our down payment, which is no small amount of money. You see how much we have remaining over. That's basically the amount of money that goes into the down payment savings, which is a good amount of money, right? But $2,000 over the course of the 3, 4, 5 months, which at best would probably equate to maybe like $10,000, $12,000 saved, excuse me, won't make a difference when people are bidding $100,000 over the asking price, and really won't make too much of a difference on our mortgage payment, because the main thing that seems to make a difference is the rate, and the rates are going down. So we did the math, And with the amount of money that we would be adding into the down payment, how much that would change the down payment versus his student loans and how much he's paying for his student loans. He only has two left. One's 14,000, the other is I think 33 or 30,000. The amount that he's paying as a minimum payment every month towards the student loan payment is basically, and this is for one student loan, the $14,000 student loan, it's double the amount we would save versus putting it into the down payment of the mortgage. So the math ended up mathing, and we said, I mean, it just makes so much more sense to continue to pay off the student loans. So now, instead of us putting the money towards a down payment and making that down payment more beefy, we're now putting it into the debt. So that is my long-winded explanation for, we're going back into just hardcore throwing money at this. So his student loan is going to get $2,072, giving us the $660. It's easy math. $660 left. And then for savings, we're trying to invest more. So with every paycheck, we put an extra $100 into Fidelity. So that would be $200 because we got two paychecks. And we're going to be going to on our honeymoon next month. So I want to put some extra money in there in case, for food and excursions and things like that. So I'm going to put the remaining into that, which now gives us a total of $660, which is how much we had remaining, which means we're at zero. So scoot that over. That's what these two paychecks are looking like. I'm hoping maybe, so we have how many paychecks? So maybe we could probably get his student loan payment close to maybe $5,000 by the end of the year, and paid off early next year, which would be great. And man, don't even get me started. But anyway, that's that. The other thing I wanted to do today, so I'm going to move this over here, is I had some extra money in our or leftover money in our envelopes. So I like to take that extra money and put it into the savings challenges. That's how I do my savings challenges as opposed to budgeting for them. I would like to budget for them at some point, but for now, this is how I do it. So this is all we have. Bunch of singles, as you can see. Let's just make sure they're all facing the same way. Okay, good. So we only have a pile of ones and two tens here. And this is my homemade savings challenges. I'll go like this so you can see the whole thing. So Boba Bucks is finished. Dim Sum Dollars is finished. Actually, maybe I do it like this because it is facing that way. Okay, take out twos. Each one of these boxes is $2. $10 teas. Each circle or T is $10. Then I have my rollover savings challenges that I've started adding money into. So these two are done. Let's do 110 in here and 110 in here, because I like to use to show. I know I've showed it already before, but I'm very big into planning, and so I have a lot of these stickers that I thought were really, really cute that I don't have very many opportunities to use. I was like, you know what? Let me do like a sticker savings challenge. That way they get used. So that will go in there, and then I'm going to put the other 10 into the rollover savings challenge. Get in there. You can do it. Come on. There we go. 1, 5, 10. Come here, you. Okay, so that's 110 for that, and I will use this to fill in one circle. Nice. Okay, and then let's see how many ones we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 11. $11. Okay. Excuse me. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 I could do there. I could do 10 more in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 11. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11. I could do that. Let's do that. So we will do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that pile over there, and hopefully I don't get them confused. Okay. Slowly but surely, we're filling these out. I have a fully online bank, so once I have all of this done, I'm gonna have no way to actually, they don't take cash. I'll have no way to actually put the money back into my bank. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with all of this cash, especially all of these, oh, what the heck? Why are you not sealing? There we go. Especially all of these singles. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. I was doing singles. Am I crazy? So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to do another 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at me. I'm not even doing my challenges correct. Talking and doing something at the same time. Apparently I can't do. $3 left. And we'll put those into this $1 rollover challenge, which currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which checks out. And then we'll add another 3. Oh, let's put this one up at the front because it looks the nicest. And then I added 3. So 1, 2, like that. Because apparently I also can't color in the lines. 3. Okay. I'm thinking about getting a local branch office. Whoops. Once we kind of figure out what's going on with our home situation and everything, as in if we get one, then we'll figure out if we want to swap banks. Okay, so that's everything for the savings challenges. My little bank where I keep my money is empty, and done with our budgeting. Okay, well, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end. I know that this one is a long one. And yeah, stay tuned for more budgeting videos, cash stuffing videos, and updates on our debt-free journey. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.